We have been in the taiga for 4 days. We have been building for 3 days. In 3 days I put up such a log house. I don't allow my father to lift heavy logs, I try to do the heavy work myself. Such a log cabin is already enough to hide from the storm. This is not a big log cabin, which will be cozy and warm. Here we will rest and gain strength after hard transitions in hunting. It is very warm in small log houses. In terrible frosts it heats up there very quickly. It is very pleasing. It is very dangerous to be far from the log cabin in the cold. Several times I went too far and came only at night, tired and killed. You can't do that, but sometimes you have to, especially when you're on the trail of an injury. I try to make 1 crown a day. The logs are quite thick and there are no cracks. The advantage of a small log cabin is that one person can build it. The main thing is not to hurry, calmly, but steadily every day. To put 1 crown a day, this is about the walls will be ready in 12 days. There will remain a roof, doors and some small things. I enjoy the construction of a log cabin, although sometimes it is exhausting, but you still get moral satisfaction. This will be a log cabin. There may be several pieces scattered throughout the taiga. And usually 1 basic log cabin is built. It should already be more spacious, large and comfortable, where you rest for a few days. We will build a basic log cabin next year. Such plans, friends? I'll go to the tent, drink tea, rest and build again. Good morning. It's been raining all night and it's raining now. The 6th day in the taiga. It's been raining all day. It's drizzling now and gets caught on camera. I don't put a cover on the camera because nothing will be heard. I went in the morning and saw dry wood and went to build a log cabin. Things are drying. We are wet through. When you build you don't notice the rain. I just put 1 log. There is a bear walking on the other bank. Dogs are constantly barking. My dog barks at a bear not like other animals. If it was a deer, she would have run after him. She barks and her fur stands on end, stands still. We woke up to a dog barking. The bear guards its territory. That's why our guns are always ready. The dogs are lying quietly now. It's not easy to build in such a tedious rain. The weather is wet, and I'm all wet. It can rain here for a week. I would like sunny weather. He hinders us a little, and the time goes by and it's getting close to autumn. You can't sit still. In the morning we wake up and immediately build. My father cooks food and looks after the firewood, and I immediately go to the construction site. That's how our life goes. Then, when he cooks, he comes to help me with little things. I'm all frozen. Now well put another log and go for tea. I will continue until it gets dark. Blizzard is very sad. I'm afraid she got sick. I let her into the tent, let her warm up. I'll look at her mood during the day. Probably the weather affects everyone.
Тихо, так не надо. Это не обязательно. Угухал.
Потерялся. Вот он.
The seventh day in the taiga. I went fishing and caught some fish for dinner. It's been raining all day again. I was very upset because my dog got sick, didn't eat anything and sat sad. I've been lying under the tree all day. Before that, she had been climbing on cold water for days, apparently she had a cold. But now she is starting to play and is already recovering. This is very pleasing. My father is now planning to keep a diary. He will record all the most important moments of life in the wild taiga. I used to do this too, but now I'm keeping my diary with you on the YouTube channel. We have built almost half of the log cabin, but there is still a lot of work. Now we have fried fish and had a good meal. We eat one fish and the food is lying, which is good, because in winter you will need to walk a lot in the taiga, and the food will leave very quickly, especially dogs eat a lot. But now the fish saves us, and the dogs eat it as much as they want. In winter it will be more difficult with meat and fish. We still need to get meat in the fall. We have already salted half a barrel of fish. The bear continues to growl in the morning on the other bank. I think he is unhappy that we came to his territory. In such places, you need to constantly walk with weapons, even to the toilet, or to get water. The places here are very wild. When the bear is near, the dog barks and warns us about the danger. There are also a lot of bears in Alaska. I dream of visiting there, maybe I can fly there for 2 weeks. I've read Jack London a lot before about Alaska, the Yukon River, it's an amazing experience. There are white nights here in summer, it's night now. It will only get dark here in September. And now it's light at night, because we are in the north of the taiga. There will be very serious frosts here in winter. Now we will climb into the tent and sleep. Today we spent half a day in a tent, because of the rain, we worked very little. The rain certainly breaks our plans. You see, it's the end of July, the height of summer, and I go in winter clothes. And it's not hot or cold, and a mosquito won't bite through your clothes. Very convenient. Because especially at the river you already feel the cold, and it's still the height of summer. In the tent we sleep in sleeping bags. If you have any questions, ask. In the following videos I will try to answer them.
Не сгорит, смотри.
And this is me many years ago. Then I was actively engaged in hunting deer, roe deer, bear, sable, fox, lynx, wolf and moose. I get as much as I need for food, I don't shoot too much. Warms the bones. Several times we tried to move her away from the fire. She likes to warm herself by the fireplace.
Нельзя поругаться. Ну-ка, давай хоть я отодвину, что ли. Раз.
Here our kitchen and dishes are covered. Mosquitoes get into the mouth and penetrate everywhere. Saves the wind. The wind disperses all mosquitoes. Here we have things covered from the rain. There are products in one pile, everything else in the other. We need to decompose and dissect everything. The snowmobile is waiting in the wings. There's fish here, well salted for the winter. The strap attachment on my bore carbine broke. It needs to be repaired. And now I'm going to our construction site. I need to work. That's what we built in a few days. Today my father helped me build a log cabin. The logs are very heavy, but it will be warm and can be built faster than from thin logs. If the weather is warm, I will need to go look for a place under the salt cellar. I need to build a tower on the trees, where we will feed wild animals and extract a little to eat and feed the dogs. The axe should always be stuck in the stump so as not to lose it, and I threw it. You need to be more careful. This is very important here. You can lose it, and if it snows in the morning you won't find it. In looking at dry trees for harvesting firewood for the winter, we need a lot of firewood. I see there are dry larch trees, I will then saw them. In a log cabin in winter, the stove must burn around the clock and constantly, otherwise it will be cold, so firewood is a separate job. Now we need 14 more long logs and 14 short logs for a log cabin. There is still a lot of work to do. Soon my father will sail away on the boat, and I will be left alone to finish the rest of the work. Thank him for helping me.
Фу, нельзя. Фу.
что-то было, блядь.
I went to investigate and look for a place under the pocket. I need to find a dense habitat of the beast. I didn't wear waders. I want to go in light boots. Most likely there will be a lot of swamps and water. You will need to cross the river. But it's warm outside. It's okay if your feet get wet. It's okay. Okay, let's see. I took a dog with me. It's more fun this way. He'll watch the tracks of the beast. My father stayed to cook dinner. He does it very well.
Следы буду смотреть. Солонец налево.
I see deer tracks.
Все, идем дальше. Ребята, идем дальше.
I found this mushroom on a birch tree. It will suit me to make smoke around the tent so that there are no mosquitoes. It smolders but does not burn, and thus it will be possible to escape from mosquitoes.
Он тлеет и не сгорает. Вот будем пробовать.